Well, we just happen to be one song away from our opening ceremonies here at the 65th edition of the Ropin and Riggin Days. Great to see everybody out and about. Kind of smile to your neighbor. It's been a while since you've been able to smile to each other. Make sure to pick up a day sheet, pick up a rodeo program you can follow right along. After today's performance, we will know who is short round bound for tomorrow morning. Let's get set. We're just a couple of minutes away. Welcome to performance number 2 of the 65th edition of the Ropin and Riggin Days. I tell you what, if you were with us last night, we had a fun time here, getting back together here in the Central Rocky Mountain region. It is the first time since last fall where these student athletes have been able to participate in front of a live audience. So one thing that we want to do is let them know that there's a lot on the line here today. We're in the final 3 weekends of this rodeo to get back to Casper for the College National Finals. We get to compete in front of a live audience. How about we let those student athletes know that Casper is ready for rodeo? That's what we love to hear. You know, we get to rodeo in the National Intercollegiate Rodeo Association because of our great national sponsors, and let's highlight them at this time, including our friends at Cinch Jeans and Shirts. Since 1996, they've set the standard inside and outside of the rodeo arena. With beautiful jeans and shirts, they remind you to lead, don't follow. There's a banner from Visit Casper, the home of the College National Finals Rodeo. We're lucky to be here in Casper. It is Wyoming's adventure capital. Ram has driven rodeos, the official truck of rodeo, for 40 years, and they are Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back truck of the year. Resistol is the best all around in our hat choice. Here in the National Intercollegiate Rodeo Association, we thank our friends at Resistol, and as our student athletes exceed to the next level, we say thanks for Resistol for the Rookie of the Year award in professional rodeo. Elomatic is the only roping practice tool that has a patented hopping motion to replicate the movement of live cattle. Thank you to Elomatic and Cactus Saddlery. They are our official saddle maker of our championship saddles. Values and ethics are more than just words. They are business philosophies. At our friends at Cactus Saddle, and there's the official rope of college rodeo. Cactus Ropes, the most durable and consistent rope on the market today. And we say thanks to all of our great national supporters of the National Intercollegiate Rodeo Association. We also invite you to take a look at the program and see all of the local sponsors that help us along here in the Ropin and Riggin days. You can already tell that we say a lot of things with flags and banners, but nothing means more than seeing the red, the white, and blue carried horseback inside of a rodeo arena. You know, as that banner is front and center, they've tried everything to lock us down, shut us up at home. But one thing they can never do is take our patriotism away. How about we tell the world how proud we are to call America home and to stand for the freedoms that we are offered. One of the great freedoms that we are offered is our freedom of religion. We know how dangerous rodeo can be. If you choose to join along, would you please join us in our prayer? Heavenly Father, we come to you today to simply say thank you. Thank you for the blessings that you have provided to each and every one of us. We thank you for these student athletes that you have filled with the skill and the talent and the drive and determination to become champions. We also thank you for our livestock that we get to compete alongside. We simply ask that you keep them safe as they all compete to the best of their ability inside this arena. And Lord, we also do wish that you would watch out over those men and women that fight for our freedoms. Many of them in faraway lands. Let them and their families know that their sacrifices are appreciated. We also say a special prayer for the frontline workers, the first responders that keep us all safe here at home. We ask for these simple blessings in Jesus' name, amen. Now, please join along with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's a wonderful sound to hear. Thank you to the Casper College T-Birds for assisting in our opening ceremonies. Well, it's the first event of the rodeo, and it is the goat tying event to feature the Cowgirls of the National Intercollegiate Rodeo Association. At the end of the day, we're going to have the top 10 times, top 10 rides advance to our championship round. We invite everybody back tomorrow morning 10 a.m. for that championship round. The goat tying this weekend brought to us by Forbes Outfitters. Right now in the lead of the rodeo is 6.9 seconds, and that is J.C. Thompson from the University of Wyoming. 10th place unofficially is 8-4. And for you T-Bird fans, at 8-4 in 10th place is Whitney Heitch of Casper College. We're going to lead things off with a T-Bird. Sydney Ferguson, a freshman who studies education. Ridgely from Dupree, South Dakota, will be our first goat tire to try to crack into the top 10 to come back to the championship round. A few moments ago, I told you we've got 3 weekends left. We're down to about 2.5. Sydney Ferguson. T-Birds ready to strike on the opening run. Well, I tell you what, things are getting interesting. Told you an 8-4 is 10th, and she's going to join her fellow teammate there at a tie for 10th place with an 8-4. So they've got a chance with 9 left to go. Anya Windsor, Central Wyoming College. Not only do we keep track of the individual points and standings, also the team aspect is important as well. The top 2 women's, the top 2 men's teams will get the invite to the College National Finals Rodeo. Anya Windsor wants to do her part for Central Wyoming College. So pending the tie inspection on the goat, it'll be a 9.4 second run, 9-4. We have quite a race in this goat tying event. I'll just let you in on a little secret. The final 2 goat tires to go in our performance today happen to be sitting 2nd and 1st in the region. But don't count out this cowgirl. This will be Rihanna Day, Northeastern Junior College. We saw her in the short round at a couple of rodeos last fall, including Lamar. Even with a little stumble to the goat to 9-7. 9-7. All right, T-Bird fans, here we go. Emily Nust enters this weekend in the number 6 position. They take the top 3 in each event to the College National Finals. We rodeo this weekend. Next weekend, they head to the University of Wyoming. And then the final weekend to Colorado State University, which will be held at Greeley, Colorado this year. So they need every point to count. And this T-Bird that is getting ready to go is only 70 points away from being in the top 3. Can Emily Nuss punch her ticket back to Casper this summer in the College National Finals? Here's a junior, a hospitality major for the T-Birds. Came to Casper from Burwell, Nebraska. Week ago or a couple of weeks ago at Torrington and Eastern Wyoming's rodeos. She finished in the top 5 there. Now let's see if the T-Birds can put together a run to get her into the championship round. Come on, Emily. Quick, goat takes it. Wrap them up. That was a very tough goat to get tied down. Kind of squatted down on the ground right there. And 9-2 for Emily Nuss. 9-2. Unfortunately going to miss the short round here at this rodeo, but she's got 2 weekends left. How about we give her a little T-Bird pride as she will head to Laramie next week. Delaney Bourneman, University of Wyoming goat tire. So again, a big thanks to Forbes Outfitters as they sponsor the championship buckle in the goat tying. sure things are just right before she'll turn the old gray loose. Delaney ready to go to work. Goats staying tied, 11-5. For Delaney, 11-5. So with the halfway point, with 5 left to go, pair of T-Birds are splitting 10th right now. Mira Jean Rudolph for the team from Central Wyoming College. Here's a sophomore, originally from Victor, Idaho. 3-event cowgirl. Come on now, Regine. So 11-1. 11-1. All right, let's go to a freshman from Eastern Wyoming College, Kaylee Piney. Originally from Mitchell, Nebraska, studies ag communications. There at Torrington and Eastern Wyoming College. Four to go, 6-9 still in the lead, 8-4 splitting 10th. Here we go with Kaylee. Horse drops her off right at the goat. It'll be a solid run of 9.8, 9-8. All right, in the final 3 goat tires, they have been battling it out ever since junior rodeo. Amanda Terrell comes from a great ranch and rodeo family. With 3 to go, faster than 8-4. She's from Northeastern Junior College. Let's watch Amanda go to work. National High School finalist. She's quick. Goat's not taking it, though. In a 9.6. 9-6. It's all about the luck of the draw. That goat's a little tougher to get tied down. I tell you what, you can't make a movie that has a script like this. With 3 weekends left to rodeo, you've got the final 2 goat tires to go in the long round. Let's start with the number 2 ranked goat tire in Quincy Segelke. 145 points behind the leader in the region. Rodeos for Chadron State. Can she get to the short round? Does a good job of blocking the goat. Will it stay tied? Yes, it will, to move into the second spot at 7.5 for Quincy. 7.5. And you don't think this next cowgirl feeds off the adrenaline. Here's the number 1 ranked goat tire in the region. Faith Hoffman. University of Wyoming. And the Cowgirls get some points here in the goat time. They've been doing it all year. She's got a 145-point lead over Quincy, who just went to second. It's going to be quite the battle the final 3 weeks for this goat tying title. Here goes Faith. She leads the breakaway roping too. Oh, she's quick. So is it going to be fast enough? 8.3 seconds, 8-3. And the bad news is I think that is 11th in the goat time. We happen to have watched Quincy Segelke, the fastest run of the afternoon, at a 7:05. And we'll double check that 8:3 just to make sure that is very unofficial. But we do know the winner of the go round one goes to the University of Wyoming in J.C. Thompson with a 6.9 second run. That is your go time, courtesy of Forbes Outfitters. And by my math, it looks like 8-2 to get into the go time on the championship round. Of course, that is subject to audits down at our secretary's office, Tammy Vold Larson. She's our regional secretary. We get ready to head to the bucking chutes for the first time, and we welcome our rough stock rodeo contractor. It is Summit Pro Rodeo based out of Centennial, Wyoming. They happen to be the 2020 Remuda Award winner in professional rodeo, the best pin of bucking horses, most even pin of bucking horses. We're going to watch some good ones here in the bareback riding and later on in the bronc riding. We also welcome our Ram pickup men and three great guys taking care of both the livestock and the bucking horse riders after the 8-second whistle. Colt Hamaker, who picked up the Mountain State Circuit Finals last October. We're going to welcome him along with Cody Miller. He's Sandy Bob Forbes, the assistant coach of Casper College, helping out in this arena as well. Bareback riding, the championship buckle is sponsored by 3J Livestock. Yesterday, only one qualified bareback ride. Now, all of our bareback riders are going to come back and get a second horse tomorrow morning. So we'll see half of them today, and then we'll see all 8 tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Don't forget about Cowboy Church tomorrow morning. Everybody is invited. 8:30 start time right here in the grandstands for our Cowboy Church service. It'll get done just in time to lead right into championship round. So we're going to start things off. Chute number 4, and it's Josh Parker. He's number 2 in the points race in the bareback riding. From North Carolina, won the rodeo at Gillette this spring. Finishes reserve champ at the Eastern Wyoming College. Poker Face. He is the name of this bucking horse from Summit Pro Rodeo. Come on, Josh. I don't know if he meant to do that or not, but he's there for 8, it looks like. Oh, to be young and nimble. 31 points on the day money drag. 31. Oh, 32. That's even better. He's in second place with a 32-point ride on the first round. Oh, now we're getting the other half. Now 63. There we go. Pretty soon we might be 65. I don't know. So 63 is going to put him second still. Let's go to Rowdy Moon. Here's a senior for Chadron State. Little Feathers. Bucking horse at chute number 1. How about we help the number 3 ranked bareback rider? Only safe in the top 3 by 10 points. Nice solid ride. He's been riding very good this spring, so we help him to the ground. Horse circles around to the left. It is a 71-point ride for Rowdy Moon to move into the number 1 spot, 71. Let's go to a bareback rider that qualified for the Mountain State Circuit Finals last October. Jake Kessel, he's only 150 points out of the top 3. We're looking at chute number 2 for the 3J Livestock bareback riding. Jake Kessel will be a contender for the all-around buckle as well. He is a rough stock contestant that loves to ride bucking horses. See him a little later on in the bronc riding. Silver Fox Steakhouse sponsors the all-around buckle in the men's race. Jake, way to go. So the Gillette bareback rider going to come around the corner. They're going to drop him off right in front of you in the grandstands. Nicely done for the Mountain State Circuit finalist. So half the score for the bucking horse, half for Jake, 69-point ride. We're going to put him in the number 2 spot, 69. Then there was one, and that is a familiar position in the standings for Donnie Profit. He's number 1 bareback rider. He's got over 1,000 points in the bareback riding. Tried to ride a bull last night to try to get points for the all-around race because I think he would be number 1 in the all-around. He can get some more points in a second event. Indian style, the Mountain State Circuit Finals, bucking horse for the leader in the region. A couple of weeks ago, he won the rodeo at Eastern Wyoming College. We watched him win the rodeo at Lamar last fall. The Mountain State Circuit finalist, and you're going to remember his name from the University of Wyoming, Donnie Profit, as he will maintain the number 1 spot. How about 79 points? $79. So that is how we close out the bareback riding. Donnie Profit will win the go-round with that 79. Rowdy Moon will be 71. Jake Kissel, 69. We're going to watch them all come back. Full slate of bareback riders tomorrow morning for round number 2. Thanks to 3J Livestock for sponsoring the championship buckle. So we go back to the timed event side, and the big guys of the steer wrestling is who we will focus on next. Shell Construction will be our championship buckle sponsor. 4-2 is in the lead of the go-round, and that is Caden Camp from Gillette. 6-4 is 10th place. So a couple of seconds separate the top 10 right now. So we see the final 10 of the go-round here in the Shell Construction Steer Wrestling. Wyatt Woolert from Lamar Community College will be our first steer wrestler to go. We've seen Wyatt in the team roping and the tie-down roping this weekend. Wyatt. Only event rodeo where you are allowed the helper, the hazers chops, to line that steer out straight down the arena. Wyatt comes from a great rodeo and ranch family down in southeastern Colorado. Yikes. Well, Well, doesn't work out for Wyatt here in this weekend. I'm going to go to Jace Berger for the University of Wyoming. University of Wyoming will host the next rodeo here in the Central Rocky Mountain region. When you take a look at the standings in the steer wrestling, really all of the top 10 guys have a chance to qualify for the Connors National Finals Rodeo. Jace is 7th coming in, but only 75 points out of the top 3. Moved up into that number 7 spot, had a great showing last fall. He won the rodeo at Lamar. And we get him into the championship round here. Runs him a long ways. 7 seconds flat for Jace. 7-0, and that'll be just a little bit long here in the steer wrestling. You can go round 1. All right, let's go to Victor Dennis from Sheridan. Let's get a big thanks to Silver Fox Steakhouse, with sponsors the all-around men's buckle. Wyoming Steel and Recycling sponsor the women's all-around buckle. And a ride by here, it'll be no time for Victor. This next couple of runs is where things will really start getting interesting. Jet Murphy from LCCC there at Cheyenne is only 20 points out of the top 3, even though he finds himself number 6 in the standings. That's how close things are. He's a sophomore from Helena, Montana. Studies ag business. Went to the National High School Finals Rodeo in both this steer wrestling and the team roping. And he positioned himself into the top 6 in the standings after a couple of weeks ago when he finished as a reserve titleist at the rodeo in Torrington at Eastern Wyoming. So Jet Murphy, he knows every point's going to count as we get the final countdown to the end of this 2020-21 school year. Follow along with the races at collegerodeo.com. Looking on the Central Rocky Mountain region to see who will advance. Better yet, join us in Laramie and in Greeley. Oh, Jet drives a tough steer to get laid down. Finally gets all 4 legs and pointed in the same direction. 8-3. 8-3. He's going to have to forget that run and focus on the run coming up next weekend in Laramie. Shadron Caulfield, he's number 5 in the standings. We get this, he's only 12 points out of the top 3 and a berth to the Connors National Finals Rodeo. He's number 1 in the tie-down roping in the region. Right in the middle of the pack for the all-around title. University of Wyoming student athlete ready to go to work. Shadron. Start to the runs down on the timed event side, so crucial. We have not mentioned the barrier yet, but you want to stay away from the 10-second penalty for not allowing the steer the head start. So you don't want to be too late. You're not going to have a chance to throw him under 6'4". Gets to him, slide down, put those boots in the ground, lay him down. Needed to be 6'4". He is 6-3 today. So now he is the guy to beat. With 5 left to go, he's sitting 10th in the round. Daniel Wayrich from Central Wyoming College says, I'm going to have something to say about how this top 10 unfolds. It's roughly 60 points up for grabs in this long round. Same in the short, same in the average. So you can make up a lot of points if you have a good weekend of college rodeo. That's why the championship round tomorrow morning is so exciting. Daniel Wu. .8.2. 8.2, that steer's about 4 times bigger than Daniel, but he gets the job done. So we go to Bodie Matson, another all-around contender from Gillette College. .42 still in the lead of the steer wrestling. That is Caden Camp who has the lead. Looks like if you were 5'6", you're safe with 4 left to go. Gets the feed out in front of him. .66 is going to be a little long here in the round. 6-6 for Bodie Manson. We want to say thank you to Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies, the official sports medicine provider of the Central Rocky Mountain region and of college and of the College National Finals Rodeo. Big thanks to them. They take their mobile sports medicine trailer to about 40 rodeos through Wyoming, Colorado, and the western part of Nebraska. Locations in Greeley, Fort Collins, and Loveland. Thank you to Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies. Cole Trainer, he's been one of the leaders at Central Wyoming College. He's behind the barrier. It's a hard running steer. He's going to have to make up some time right there, just like that. How about a 5.4? He is short round bound in 2 events. And now those 6 threes that we had a moment ago, they are out. You've got to be 6'1" or faster. And Gage Gregerson, the final steer wrestler to go here in the Shell Construction sponsored event, Central Wyoming College. Knows exactly what he needs to do. That can be an advantage. He's watched the rest of the field of nearly 40 go in front of you. Rides now, pull him around. Steer didn't want to take it at first. And it'll be a little long, 6.9, 6 and 9. So that means the fastest run we saw this afternoon was Cameron Jensen's 5 and 4. That's going to put him about 5th in the go round. Congratulations to Caden Camp. He'll win the first round for Gillette College with a 4 and 2. How about it for the big guys, courtesy of Shell Construction? We're going to stay right there in the time event side of the arena, and it's the team roping. Championship head and buckle is sponsored by Casper Dry Cleaners. On the Heelan side, we say thank you to Big O Tires. They team up to give us the buckles for this event. It's kind of been hit and miss throughout the course of the weekend in the team roping. 5'8", a pair of T-Birds are sitting in the number 1 spot. Bo Reese, Ty Christensen. Haley Hardiman and Shane Lucas for the University of Wyoming will be first to go.
Don't get up just to get another. You can drink from mine. We can leave each other. We can dance with the dead. You can rest your head on my shoulder if you want to get older with me. Cause a little bit of summer makes a
So the University of Wyoming team's going to lead us off, Haley and Shane. 9-3 is currently sitting 10th. Stay away from the penalties and make a good run. We'll get you short round bound. Tracks him and throws him over. Got a 5-second penalty for the one heel catch. So the 8-8 goes to 13-8. You need to have a clean run to have a chance to come back tomorrow morning. Mikey Kunzler and Dylan Graham for Otero Junior College. The Rattlers are ready to strike here in the team roping. So we take a look at the top 10. Casper holds the number 1 spot. They are safe. Bo and Ty will see them back tomorrow morning. In 10th place, we've got a T-Bird member at 9 and 3 on the Heelan side, trying to do a little fishing. And see it kind of figure-eighted up around the nose. We'll see if he got it out. He might have. In on the heels. Flag drops. They're going to inspect the in no time. So an illegal head catch, many of you saw it kind of figure 8 down around the nose. Sometimes you can fish that out of there, but not this time. It'll be no time for Mikey and Dylan. Randy Shack, Jace Berger, University of Wyoming. Both of these contestants are contenders for the all-around. Randy Shack happens to be the number 1 breakaway roper in the Central Rocky Mountain region. We watched Jace Berger a few moments ago in the steer wrestling. trying to fish it on and doesn't work out. It'll be no time for that good team. Let's go to Gillette College and Grant Turek, Clay Reiner. See if we can get the team roping on the right side of things. Headers want to stay away from penalties on the barrier side. Heelers want to stay away by roping 2 hind feet. That's the game plan for Grant and Clay. The Gillette College team. Oh, bummer. Another team will leave us with a no time. As we get ready to watch J.C. Thompson, who won the go-round in the goat tying. She'll be an all-around contender for the Wyoming Steel and Recycling Buckle. Teaming up with Casper College, T-Bird, and Cade Herring. J.C. Thompson's no stranger to winning the Ropin and Riggin days. Back in 2019, the last time we were here, won the breakaway Ropin. Cade Herring for Casper College, a sophomore. Originally from Yoder, Wyoming. Studies ag business here at Casper College. J.C. Thompson's on the head side. Casper College and Cade Herring on the heels. Comes the T-Bird round the corner. Ropes him deep. 8.3 on the run here, 8-3. So that will put them about 5th. So nicely done for J.C. Thompson and Cade Herring. Moves the top 10 cutoff to a 9-2. All right, here goes the T-Bird team. Colby Bradley, Trace Fuller. Couple of freshmen. The Thunderbirds are ready to strike here in the team roping once again. Both of them business majors. Colby Bradley on the head sides from Big Piney. Trace Fuller, who has a chance to come back not only in this team roping, but the tie-down roping as well. He's originally from Bozeman, Montana. First part of it done. Second part. And picks up an outside leg for a 5-second penalty. 8-3 is going to go to 13-3 with a 5-second penalty. 13-3. Let's go to Jet Murphy, who we watched earlier on in the steer wrestling. Riley Reese will be on the healing side. Here's a pair of student athletes for Laramie County Community College. Jet Murphy's a sophomore from Helena, Montana. He studies ag business. See him position that horse in the back corner. Riley Reese has been very talented here this weekend. Oh, and the old boys come up empty. 3 to go. Right now, Casper College is guaranteed to have one full team and one half team in the team roping into the championship round. But can Madison Enos and Quentin Taylor join their teammates of Casper College in the short round? Madison's a freshman athletic training student from Lander, Wyoming. Quentin Taylor's all the way from Alberta, Canada, and has the top saddle bronc ride of the Ropin and Riggin days so far. Studies fire science. It is a freshman as well. T-Birds, let's get short round bound. So tries to set the trap right on the corner. No time for Madison and Quentin. Cade Williams and Scott Hansen. Central Wyoming College on the heading side and Otero on the heel side for this team. Let's get a big thanks to Casper Dry Cleaners and Big O Tires. They sponsor the championship buckles here in the team roping event. A big float around the corner, and no time here for Cade and Scott. So the final team, Cowgirls from the University of Wyoming, Rihanna Beck, Bailey Butcher. This team has the talent to get into the top 10. 9-2 is what it's going to take. We know they can get the job done. So Rihanna on the head and side and Bailey on the heels. Let's get them into the short round tomorrow. Comes right off that inside horn. It'll be no time for the good team for the University of Wyoming. Only 3 qualified runs here in this second performance of the team roping. J.C. Thompson and Cade Herring. Cade's from Casper College. They are going to go to the short round tomorrow with that 8-3 that we watched here this afternoon. But the leading team headed to the short round is a 5-8, and it is an all T-Bird team. Bo Reese, Ty Christensen, the T-Birds will be in the championship round of the team roping. Well, Chancey Williams and the Younger Brothers Band sponsors our championship event here in the Saddle Bronc Ride. And, of course, Chancey, an alumni, great bronc rider for Casper College. Yesterday in the bronc riding, we had a star-studded affair of great rides by the T-Birds. Quentin Taylor from Casper, along with Luke Shields of Casper, hold on to the tie for the number 1 spot with a 77-point ride. 74, and Jake Skapdahl, also from Casper, is 74. And Clayton Atkinson's in there. He's from Casper. He's 64. So right now, 4 out of the 8 rides from yesterday will carry the red vest of Casper College. We're going to get it started with Garrett Long. He's from Laramie County Community College. We're going to take the top 10 scores to the championship round tomorrow. Right now we have 2 positions left open. And Garrett Long, the junior from Valentine, Nebraska, studies business management. We mentioned that Summit Pro Rodeo is the primary contractor. They're getting a little help from John Forbes, and here's one of the Forbes bucking horses This is Buckarette. Solid ride by Garrett Long. The paint Buckarettes. So just like in the bareback riding, we welcome our pickup men and Colt Hammaker, Cody Miller, Sandy Bob Forbes. Colt Hammaker is no stranger to riding bucking horses in this arena. College rodeo in the Central Rocky Mountain region. 51-point ride for Garrett Long, 51. So 51 points, that's going to put him ninth. We'll see if it'll be enough to hold on to get into the championship round. All right, let's go to the Aussie. When I say that, the Australian, Colt Ferguson, he took it literally yesterday. He dressed up as Ozzy Osbourne in the Wild Ride. We say thanks to the Beacon Club for giving us the Wild Ride last night. He's a Colorado State University Ram and Colt Ferguson. Mountain State Circuit finalist. Here's Barley Pop. So Colt Ferguson a little slow getting up. And it'll be a no score for Colt Ferguson. Not quite there for 8 seconds. Folks, he won the Wild Ride last night dressed up as Ozzy Osbourne. How about we pay him off? That'll make him feel a little better. All right, let's go to LCCC, Ian McGivney. He's originally from KC, Wyoming. All right, Red, let's ride a bucking horse. Mountain State Circuit finalist. Ag Production major there at LCCC. Watched him ride on some of the biggest stages in rodeo and entered into last year's Mountain State Circuit Finals in the top spot. Drew some very tough horses in the 3 rounds where he finishes a reserve titleist. Canadian bucking horse for the KC Wyoming man. Come on, Red. A ride for the guy from the hills of KC, Wyoming.
Just do it when that whistle blows and the crowd explodes and them pickup men are at your side. They tell you good ride, cowboy, good ride. Take a ride.
So nicely done for Ian McGivney. He's going to move into the lead unofficially in the round. 79 points. 79 for Ian McGivney. So he will be coming back to the championship round tomorrow. We've got our 10 rides. We go to Ben Kukowski, the T-Bird of Casper College. He's Ian McGivney's neighbor there in KC, Wyoming. Here's a sophomore ag business major. Has a roan bucking horse by the name of Survivor. All right, Ben Kukowski. Let's do it. Whoa, my. High flying dismount for Ben. He's in the top 10 in the region. All right, let's go to another T-Bird. Carter Sandberg. He's a freshman from Canada. We're going to switch that up. We're going to go to Jared Schultes, University of Wyoming bronc rider. It's a guy that we also saw in the bareback riding. Toy Gun from the Forbes. So no score there for Jared. He'll be using just the bareback rigging tomorrow in this short round. Once again, 10 o'clock start time. If you have friends or family that are unable to join us in the arena, whether it's this afternoon or even tomorrow morning, this rodeo is being live streamed on the tbirds.cc webpage. On the YouTube channel, just search for Casper College Athletics. It's all the information's right there in your rodeo program where they can watch what is going on right here at the arena. And we're going to go to Carter Sandberg at Casper College. Sam Brown, the bucking horse, inside, chute number 6. Here's the Canadian. The T-Bird, can he join 4 of his teammates in the championship round? Can Casper College possibly make up over half of the short round of the bronc riding? Make it a red wave. Gave it an effort. Gave it an effort. Thanks for that hospitality for the T-Bird. We'll say thanks to Chancey Williams and the Younger Brothers Band. They sponsor the Saddle Bronc Riding Championship buckle. We mentioned the Wild Ride last night. Of course, courtesy of the Beacon Club. Great weekend to go sneak into the Beacon. All right, here's another chance for the T-Birds. Wyatt Atkinson, junior ag business major. I want you to watch this bucking horse. This is Miss Topeka. Thunderbirds ready to be thunderstruck. right, White, you've got the hometown crowd on your side. Mention this bucking horse, Miss Topeka. It's a direct offspring of the great bucking horse, Harry Feathers. Matter of fact, we're going to see two, actually three by the time the weekend's over, remaining horses sired by Harry Feathers. All right, White. So White just about ready to go outside. Let's ride. Oh, White.
It looks like it's gonna happen.
Tell you what, we're disappointed for White, but if you're a fan of bucking horses, that's a good one right there. Miss Topeka. Boy, the bloodlines run deep, generations deep, to get a bucking horse like that. A good one from Summit Pro Rodeo. We're going to go to a sibling of the horse we just watched. We're going to go to a Gillette bronc rider. Shoot two for the matchup, Jake Kessel. He's a three-event rough stock contestant. He's already excelled in the bareback riding this weekend. Pretty Prairie for the Harry Feathers offspring. What's this bucking horse? Oh, man. Always fun to watch good bucking horses. And unfortunately for Jake Kessel, just a little too much. That big move on the third jump. So with two bronc riders left, we still have the 10 qualified rides. So at the moment, if you ride, you're in. These next two guys that we're about to watch is definitely going to change all of that. Awful good at handling the horses, thinking it's their idea. And Colt Hammaker, Cody Miller, and Sandy Bob Forbes. There's a little secret of handling bucking horses. You gotta think it's their idea to go places, but you control them every bit of the way. Jackson Mariball, University of Wyoming. Song Dog. From the Forbes, it's one of the old big dog colts. So there's our 11th ride of the weekend. Now, I think it's going to be enough to get him in. He needs to be above 51. And his scores come up.
My granddaddy was a miner till he finally saw the light.
77 points. He's going to be in the round tomorrow, tied for second. Nicely done for Jackson Mariball. Final guy to go. That is Clint Donaldson. Salty Dog. Another one of the great bucking horses sired by the big dog. One that'll come from right up the road in the Forbes. Clint Donaldson from Gillette College. Chute number one is where you take a look. He needs to be above 57 points to get an invitation back here for our Sunday morning rodeo.
It's a hillbilly, real Billy my way. The top spinning, girls grinning, getting sideways. I got them screaming from the south out to L.A. Everybody wanna ride with a rock star. In a truck, in a plane, hop a boxcar. Country girl wanna bear a little piece of your soul. It's a one-way ticket to rock, so let's go.
Granddaddy rolled over in his grave. You know the day that I quit school. I used to sit around the house and play my guitar. Daddy said I was a fool. Mama would cry when I said goodbye. I never heard such a lonesome sound. Now I'm standing on the highway and it's
We'll get Clint Donaldson all set down in there in that front bucket chute. You can see him take that measurement on that hack rein. That means he's ready to climb over onto the back. Salty Dog. All right, Clint Donaldson. Says I'm ready to go. Lift. Well, we saw the flag come out. And the mark-out rule was called. Have to have the heels of those boots at the front of the horse's shoulder. The first jump out when the horse's feet hit the ground. Failed to do so over on the far side. So what that means is a whole big, long explanation that says no score. So as we close out the bronc ride, we say thanks to Chancey Williams and the Younger Brothers Band. Hey, they're back out on the road. Ian McGivney is going to be the leader of the round with a 79-point ride. And he will take the top honors heading into the championship round. Congratulations to Ian McGivney with a 79. We had 3 77s. 2 of those are Casper T-Bird members. And it looks like Casper's going to send 4 of the 10 bronc riders to the championship round tomorrow morning. So we quickly transition to the other side of the arena. Let's feature the Cowgirls in the breakaway roping. And it is King Enterprises that will sponsor our championship buckle in the breakaway roping. Boy, things got fast this morning in slack. Faith Hoffman is sitting at the top of the leaderboard with a 2-4 for the University of Wyoming. Quincy Seguelke is 2-7 in second. Remember, those two battled it out in the goat tying as the final 2 Cowgirls to go. Casper College, if you're a T-Bird fan, they sit 3rd with Whitley Rader. They sit 4th with a 3-3 in Whitley Heisch. And they are tied for 10th with Madison Enos and Emily Nuss with a 4-1. So good chance for the T-Birds to send several breakaway ropers to the rodeo tomorrow morning. We're ready to get it started with Faith Tarter and Sheridan College.
Eating me up inside, but we ran our course. We pretended we're okay. Now if we jump together, at least we can swim far away from the wreck we made. Then only for a minute, I want to change my mind, 'cause this just don't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits, I want to see you smile. No, that means I'll have to leave. No, that means I'll have to leave. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier.
So Faith Tarter, our first cowgirl to go in the breakaway roping. Again, King Enterprises will sponsor the buckle that we will award tomorrow. Tries to let it settle, does a good job of showing some patience. It is a 4.4 and just a little bit too long to make it into the top 10. You got to be faster than a 4-1 right now. Shaylee McAbey from Chadron State. Don't forget, we are all invited out here at 8:30 in the morning for Cowboy Church. It'll be hosted right here in the grandstands. Be a great way to get up, enjoy a little breakfast, a little church service, followed by a great rodeo. Flag drops. 4.2, just one tick of the clock too long. 4-2. Shelby Welts, Central Wyoming College. Inside your rodeo program, you can see the dates for the Central Wyoming Fair and Rodeo. Put those on your calendar, July 9th through the 17th, centralwyomingfair.com. They invite you to stir up the fun right across the parking lot. Great pro rodeo action coming in July. Of course, the College National Finals scheduled for the beginning, the second Sunday of June, right up at the Event Center. Casper will welcome the entire nation of college rodeo in to host the college finals once again. Couple swings and a throw, and it's got to get down around the neck and around the nose, and got to be a bell collar catch. No time for Shelby. All right, let's go to Rihanna Beck. Last time we saw her in the arena, she was on the head side of a team roping run. University of Wyoming student athlete ready to back in on the good breakaway horse.
Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. The sun ain't changing the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean.
Here goes Rihanna. Nope, not gonna fit.
If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun.
Let's go of things. So here in the breakaway roping, got quite a race. For those who would like to qualify for the College National Finals as individuals, Brianna Williams from Chadron State is a senior, originally from Buffalo, South Dakota. Sits number 7 in the region right now. When you take a look at the points race, less than 100 points out of the top 3. You could very easily make that up just this weekend, the way things have went. We saw the number 1 ranked Cowgirl break the barrier in slack this morning, so there's a lot up for grabs and a lot of opportunities. When the door opens up, knock it down. Tough luck here for Brianna Williams as she will take a no time in this breakaway roping. Final 5 to go, and if you're 4-1, sitting on the edge of your seat, you are safe so far, but here comes an all-around talent from Gillette College. Tally Pokorny. So Tally, she's placed in the team roping at Eastern Wyoming College a couple of weeks ago. Breakaway ropers entries are open at the north end down at Section K for the breakaway roping jackpot. The breakaway roping this afternoon after the rodeo is going to be 2 go rounds, top 15 to the short go. You can enter 2 times, $120 a go. Once again, entries are now open. Oh, what a freight train for a calf. That one has the end of the arena figured out. So once again, the breakaway rope and jackpot entries are open down on the north end at Section K. Maddie Hall was a short round qualifier at Eastern Wyoming College. She rodeos for Sheridan. She make it into the short round for 2 rodeos in a row here in the Central Rocky Mountain region. That is the plan. We got 3 runs at 4-1. 2 of them are T-Birds. They are 19th and 11th. So they've got to survive a couple of more runs. And Keisha Rayhill, Eastern Wyoming College. Sticks his tail up in the air and wants to run. She tracks him down. That was a cowgirl run indeed. 5 and 8. 5-8. Tough to be fast when you're running that one. But nicely done, Keisha Rayhill. Way to be aggressive. So with 2 left to go, the 2 T-Birds sitting with a 4-1 are safe, and right now 4 T-Birds coming back in the breakaway rope, and Devin Dixon from Sheridan College trying to ruin that. He's going to reset in the back corner. She knows what's at stake. Bummer. So no time here. 1 to go. And it is a Colorado State Ram. Colorado State's going to host the final rodeo in the region 2 weeks from right now, and they're going to do so at the home of the Greeley Stampede. It'll be outdoors. Everybody's invited. Get your tickets early. This group of student athletes, we all know that they had to struggle due to the pandemic just to be able to rodeo, but they were given a couple of opportunities to rodeo in some special places. Last fall, they got to rodeo at Shine Frontier Days in Frontier Park. This spring, they get to rodeo at the Greeley Stampede. So pretty cool to have those opportunities as a college student, especially when you want to try to make it into the professional ranks. Kelsey Story. Throws it in a little too deep. Couple of front legs in the loop, so no time for Kelsey. Nothing changes in the breakaway roping. King Enterprises brings us the buckle sponsorship. We'll award that tomorrow. We're going to have a chance to award that to 4 different Casper T-Bird members because Casper College is going to send 4 breakaway ropers into the championship round. We say congratulations to Faith Hoffman, 2-4 for the University of Wyoming. Is going to win the round in the breakaway roping. Congratulations to Casper College's Whitney Reeder, Whitney Ice, Madison Enos, and Emily Nuss. They are all short round bound in the breakaway. We're going to keep your attention right there at the timed events. Tie down roping, Moss Saddles, Boots and Tack. They sponsor our championship buckle. Leading us off, Gage Gregerson. He's been busy here this afternoon. 10-1 is in the lead of the tie-down roping, and that is Cameron Jensen, the sophomore from Eastern Wyoming College. Right now in the top 10, the T-Birds have 2 members. They have a 12-1 and a 13-4. That 13-4 is 9th. A very talented field of tie-down ropers to have to sit through if you are both Colby Bradley and Trace Fuller. Let's watch Gage Gregerson. Loses a hold of the rope, gets it back. Good enough to get the calf roped. Well, bad news down to the line. 10 seconds for a broken barrier. 17-1 goes to 27-1. 27-1. Bottom line is right now you got to be faster than 13.5 to have a chance to come back tomorrow morning. Tate Petrick. We've seen him be faster than 13.5 several times. Chadron State tie-down roper. So Tate Petrick from behind the barrier. String. Now we'll bring the 2 hind legs up. It'll be a 12-8 pending the tie inspection. Calf's got to stay tied for 6 seconds. It doesn't start until right there where he places slack in the rope. So that 12-8 is going to move things around in the top 10, and right now he is 8th in the tie-down roping. So nicely done for Tate Petrick. So now you got to be faster than the 13-4 by Colby Bradley of Casper College to advance into tomorrow's round. And McCray Arbonne, LCCC tie-down roper. He's going to try his hand at this. Seen McCray be fast. 10-1 and is still in the lead here in the tie-down roping. asking that horse to keep that rope tight. He's like, nope. There's a scary object off to my right-hand side. And there's the whistle for the time limit. It has expired for McCray. Thanks for showing him that hospitality. Such a great partnership between horse and rider, and you can see the importance of when a horse works correctly, that impact they'll have on the run. As soon as that rope wasn't tied, it made it very difficult for McCray to get the job done, and unfortunately, he'll take no time running into the time limit. Canton Offdahl, Eastern Wyoming is going to be next to go. Trying to be faster than that 13-4. Moss Saddles, Boots, and Tacks, been a longtime supporter of the Ropin and Riggin days. Camp's going to stand up right into his lap.
Saturday night and the moon is out. I wanna head on over to the twist and shout. Find a two-step partner and a Cajun beat. When it lifts me up, I'm gonna find my feet. Out in the middle of a big dance floor. When I hear that fiddle, wanna beg for more.
So a little long here at 17-5, pending that tie inspection. 17-5.
Never have pictured down a bayou stream, but I heard that music on the radio, and I swore someday I was gonna go down a Highway 10. That's the Lafayette, there's the Baton Rouge, and I
Let's go to an all-around contender. Has already won the go-round in the steer wrestling event. Caden Camp for Gillette comes in the top 10 in the tie-down roping.
Been working like a dog, slaving on the fence line, stretching those wires tight. Digging and tapping and sweating in the sunshine, but I get off tonight. I got a date with a girl, a pretty rancher's daughter, green eyes and golden hair. Gonna pick her up at 8 after some soap and water, and we're heading to the county fair. Well, there's a full moon in the western sky, and there's magic in the air. Ain't nothing I know of can make you fall in love like a
Caden Camp
county fair.
finished 4th at the rodeo at Eastern Wyoming College a couple of weeks ago. That positioned himself into the top 10.
Well, we walk through the midway, the lights and the laughter. She puts her little hand in mine. Well, she don't act like she knows what I'm after, but tonight I'm gonna make her mine. You know the tunnel of love, well, it ain't my style, so I take her on the Ferris wheel. And way up in the sky with the stars in her eyes, I'm gonna tell her just how I feel. Well, there's a full moon in the western sky, and there's
Caden Camp sounded like he got the start just right, but unfortunately be a no time. However, we will see him back in the steer wrestling as the round winner. All right, let's go to a freshman originally from Ardmore, South Dakota, Tristan Hunter for Eastern Wyoming College. Studies farm and ranch management there in Torrington at Eastern Wyoming College. Once again, if you've got family members or friends that would like to watch the Ropin and Riggin days and they're unable to join us here at the arena, get one of those rodeo programs and give them the address in there for the live streaming event. And those of you watching on the live stream, we welcome you to performance number 2 of the Ropin and Riggin days. We're counting down to the short round tomorrow at 10 a.m. Camp ran right through the loop of Tristan Hunter. You don't see that every day. Four left to go here in the tie-down roping as we say thanks to Moss Saddles Boots and Tack. Are you ready to cheer on a T-Bird? Quentin Taylor is going to come back in the saddle bronc riding tomorrow. Can he come back in the tie-down roping as well? Freshman fire science studies. Originally from Alberta, Canada. Get him to the short round, eh? So he's going to go ahead and finish the job. Now, old Charles says, hey, there's some bulls. There's some bulls coming into the buck and shoots. 21-2. And then we're going to add 10 seconds on top of that for the broken barrier. 31-2. That's how we'll add it up. 31-2 for Quentin Taylor. Good news is he will be back tomorrow in the saddle bronc riding. His horse said, I was trying to put you in the 8th spot right there is where you should have thrown it. Let's go to the number 3 ranked tie-down roper in the Central Rocky Mountain region in Bodie Manson. It's been busy this afternoon. Gillette College. He is safe into the top 3 by a little over 60 points. So it's crunch time for him to gather up every single point he can, and it starts with this run right here. Swings up over one now, trying to block that calf so he doesn't sneak by him. It's a tough spot to be in between the calf, the rope, and the horse. And he knows the wheels have fell off this run. So there's the time limits. Ground crew coming in. No time for Bodie. You can bet that he's going to be looking forward to the next 2 weeks. The University of Wyoming and Colorado State to try to maintain that spot inside the top 3. Coy Porcorny's been busy this weekend as well. Another all-around talent for LCCC. 10-1 is still in the lead. 13-4 is 10th. And with 2 left to go, that 13-4 is Colby Bradley for Casper College. I thought he had him roped. I thought he had him roped. He thought he had him roped. His horse thought he had him roped. The only one that knew he didn't was the calf. So our final tie-down roper of the first round of competition is Tanner McNerney Chadron State, coming off a win at the rodeo at Eastern Wyoming College a couple of weeks ago, positioned himself into the top 8 and within 120 points of being in the top 3 for the year. .13.4 is what he's looking to be faster than, to try to win 2 rodeos in a row. First part's done. String and tie. Let's get the job done, Tanner. Even with a little bit of a bobble pulling the hooey through, he looks over the head. He is clean at the line. It is a 10.7 second run. 10.7. He's going to be second in the round heading in tomorrow's championship round. The bad news about that is it knocks Colby Bradley from Casper College out of the 10th place. But we will see a T-Bird in the tie-down rope tomorrow. Trace Buller of Casper College in there with a 12-1 right in the middle of the pack. Congratulations to Cameron Jensen, Eastern Wyoming College. He'll win the go-round in the tie-down roping. So we get the arena set up for our next event. Featured the Cowgirls once again. Barrel racing time, and we time it to the 100th of a second. Casper Animal Medical Center will bring us the barrel racing. It's about a half a second separating the top 10 right now, and actually have a tie for 10th place. In the lead of the round is Lake Mahalik, the reigning Mountain State Circuit champion barrel racer. She has the fastest run of the rodeo so far at a 14.93. She's the only one to break the 15-second barrier. In 10th place is 15.50. For you T-Bird fans, Whitley Heiss of Casper College is right in the middle of the pack at a 15.41. So that's a lot of numbers to keep track of. There is quite a race for the regional title in this barrel racing between Lake Mahalik, who is in the lead of the rodeo, that 14.93, and our first barrel racer to go, which will be Carson Bradley. She's number 1 in the region. Has a 300-point lead over the field. And let's see, I think she's on champ today. All right, Carson, University of Wyoming, Mountain State Circuit finalist. Watch this horse fly to the finish line. You can cheer for champ. $14.99. Well, the number 1 and number 2 ranked Cowgirl is going to be separated by 0.06 of a second headed into the championship round. That's exciting. Michaela Seeley, who has done very good here at this rodeo. Matter of fact, won it in 2019. Casper College T-Bird. How about a little thunder? Oh. Well, let's go for the hat trick. Act like it's a hockey game. 10 seconds in penalties. Oh, man. Would have been a 15.07. 25.07. That is unfortunate. All right, let's go to Chadron State and Sydney Peterson. Jigs down around this second. You can tip it, just don't tip it over. All right, Sydney sending her to the finish line, and a 16:09 will be the run for Sydney, 16:09. Once again, we say thank you to Casper Animal Medical Center for bringing us these cowgirls in the barrel race. Let's go to LCCC down in Cheyenne. Hayden Matson, number 9 ranked barrel racer in the Central Rocky Mountain region. All right, Hayden slides right around the first one. Matson's good around 2. Hey, this might be good enough to get into the top 10. And it is. How about we put her number 2 in the round, 14:98. That's exactly what she needed to have happen. She tries to battle her way into the top 3. Let's go to Jenna Hoffman from Casper College. She's number 7 in the region. Here's a senior psychology major who is coming off a win at Eastern Wyoming College. T-Birds, are you ready? You can give her a little home arena advantage. Time for a little thunder to the finish line. It is a 15:57, 15:57. That is about 0.07 of a second too long. As we go to Bailey Combs, here's a great cowgirl. Watched her earlier on today in the breakaway roping. She's got a great breakaway horse. This is a different grade, and she runs the barrels on for Eastern Wyoming College. We're going to get one down, so penalties coming up on the run for Bailey. Going to add 5 to the 16:31, 21:31. So right now it looks like 10th place is splitting with a 15:41, and that happens to be one of the runs by Casper College and Whitney Heisch. Let's go to a Connors National finalist, Kelsey Linsgrave. Watched her dad at the National Finals. We watched her sister at the Connors National Finals. She's been to the college finals. In 2018, she won the Ropin and Riggin days in the barrel racing event. University of Wyoming, she's an all-around contender. Did she have a chance to defend her title from a couple of years ago? A little long at a 15:71. Let's go to Haley Davidson. Otero Junior College Rattler. Watched Haley this weekend of the Go Time. Come to the right-hand barrel first. Looks to the second. Builds the pocket. We've got one more clean turn to go and then a horse race for home. She is 17:10 today for Haley, 17:10. Anna Rorinson, student athlete from Gillette College. The magic number 1541. Anna's going to go to the left barrel first. Oh, with a little too close. So we round it, and 10 seconds in penalties. The 15:49 goes to 25:49. Final barrel racer is in the colors of the T-Birds. Candace Lombardi, sophomore animal science major from Gillette. How many red vests are we going to see on Championship Sunday? We've already got one in the barrels. If we add a second, Looking good so far. Come on, Candace. And a 15:83 will be the run, 15:83. So as we close it out, we saw a couple of fast runs. Hayden Manson had a 14:98. Carson Bradley a 14:99, but it is Lake Mahalik who will win the round at a 14:93. This barrel racing is going to be fun to watch. We say congratulations to Casper College T-Bird Whitley Heisch with her 15:41 is going to go to the short round tomorrow morning.
Boys, ain't they something? Sure are some proud girls. And you can't tell them nothing. And I tell you right now, girls,
We say a big thanks to Todd Jones, who will sponsor our championship buckle in the bull riding. If you were with us last night, just one qualified bull ride up against the bulls of Summit Pro Rodeo and Byron Juma. I've got a feeling we're going to up that today. Back in 2019, we had 3 bull riders make it to the championship round. We want to set that bar at least 3. So I've got one question for you. Are you ready for the bull ride on a Saturday afternoon? So we welcome our bullfighters, 2 of the very best in the business. From Laramie, Wyoming, would you say hello to Matthew Nichols? And on the other side, he's from Colorado, Mountain State Circuit finalist, and Zach DeBall. How about we start it with a 2-time Mountain State Circuit Finals champion bull rider, Garrett Upton. Go. So yesterday, the 62 by Wyatt Phelps, the lone ride. It looks like we're going to Stephen Tonita, LCCC. Student athlete from Canada, has been on a winning streak. Last fall, won the rodeo at Chadron. He won the rodeo at Central Wyoming. He's got a bull that was very tough at the college rodeo in Lamar. This bull was real good at the pro rodeo in Grover, Colorado last summer. Stephen Tonita, number 2 in the bull riding standings. 60 points behind the leader. So Stephen, how about we step up and make a bull ride? All right, let's do it. Come on, Stephen. Oh, it is close. Nicely done, Zach. Nicely done, Matthew. And we're going to go to the stopwatches to find out the official result right at the buzzer. And it looks like we're getting some pencil to paper. Yes, we are. How about we start things off with that qualified ride for Stephen Tonita? $70-point ride for Stephen, 7-0. So we're guaranteed to have 2. Let's keep the momentum going. And Nathan Bausch for Chadron State. Here's a senior from Allen, Nebraska. Brindle Bull inside chute number 5. Here's the number brand of 71.95. So get a big thanks to Todd Jones for sponsoring the championship buckle. I say thanks to Central Truck and Trailer. See their ad inside our rodeo program, along with Scott Peterson Motors. Nathan Bouse want to turn up the heat. See if the experience of his senior pay off to get into the championship round. There's a lot going on inside chute number 5. And it looks like he's going to have to re-pull that bull rope. So right now we're guaranteed to see 2 bull rides tomorrow morning. Wyatt Phelps and Stephen Tonina. Nathan Bouse just about getting ready to ride. He is ready to ride. Come on, Nathan. Make it all worth it. Oh, man. Tough way to get off. Excellent job by our bullfighters. Folks, do me a favor. We ask you to cheer a lot today, but how about it for Matthew Nichols and sack the ball? Heads up, guys. He's coming back. Couple of quick loops. Go to Chris McKenna, the Rattler from Otero. Black and white paint bull by the name of Crash. Where we should be in chute number 3. At the championship round, the college rodeo hosted by Lamar. They put together a great bull ride to win the short round on Crash. Also last summer, they were in the money at the Pro Rodeo at Afton. So this is a bull that you can get rode, and that's the name of the game. Get your ticket punched to tomorrow morning. First things first. It's a cool looking bull. Come on, Chris. Oh, no. Oh, and Chris is disappointed. We're going to lift him up a little bit. No score for Chris McKenna, but sometimes it just slips right through your hands. All right, let's go to a spotted bull by the name of Pandora in a great matchup. Number 4 ranked bull rider in the Central Rocky Mountain region is Garrett Upton. Rodeoing for the University of Wyoming. He's one of the top saddle bronc riders. He's been a college national finalist. He is a 2-time champion of the Mountain State Circuit Finals in bull riding. There's only 27 points separating him from the top 3. He says, I've got 6 bulls left to ride in 2021. Well, not a good weekend for Garrett Upton. We're going to see him back with a vengeance next weekend. The University of Wyoming. So we go to Matt Fenton from Sheridan. The big black bull that is a little bit wild and carries a 714 brand. Again, thanks to Todd Jones for sponsoring the championship buckle in this bull riding. All right, man. Trying to get this bull to stand up squarely inside chute number 1. Looks like we're just about ready. Another one that slips through the hands. Tough go of things there for Matt Fenton. Whoop. So we go to Brock Hemmerich. Sheridan College Cannonball is the name of this bull. A couple of years ago in Laramie Jubilee Days, they were in the money on the back of this one inside chute number 4. So Brock Hemmerich, we know he can make some big rides, and that's what we're looking for. 2 of them are headed back. We've got a chance for a total of 6 right now. Let's get you there, Brock. Come on, Brock. Just like that. Stay there. Come on, Brock. Just a little bit shy of 8 seconds. And no score. All right, I want you to turn your attention to chute number 5. You can see the red vests of the T-Birds. And you might be a little surprised. It is the reigning Mountain State Circuit champion Team Roper getting on the back of a bull. Here we go with Kellen Johnson. He's won the college finals in the team roping. Says there's one thing I haven't done, rode a bull. I didn't have a chance to ask him how this came about. Nonetheless, we know he's a competitor. Bull's leaning down just a little bit. So he got himself all psyched up to do it the first time. Now he has to redo it. He has to re-pull. No doubt that he's a cowboy. Carson last night in the wild ride. I think he got shorted about 15 points. Oh. And I've got a great view of this. It's been a while since you've been at a college rodeo, and you can see that the bull rider is just about ready to nod his head. Everybody in the stands stands up to see a little better. We might take him laying down. He might do this. Come on, Casper.
I'm on fire.
Oh!
I'm a fireball.
Tell you what, folks, he is safe and sound. Now you can lay it on him for the effort. A little high five from Dad makes it worth it right there. Well, it was good watching. So now let's go to Parker Johnston. It's almost amazing that everybody here wanted to see Kellen Johnson ride a bull because now they're leaving in droves. Kellen Johnson in the bull riding sold out the rodeo. Parker Johnson from Chadron State. Black and white high horn bulls. His dancing partner for this freshman from Nebraska. All right, Parker, let's ride one. Good bull. Nice job, Matthew. Way to take the bull by the horns. It's a good bucking bull right there. Now we are down to one. That final bull rider is going to wear the red vest of the T-Bird colors, and Quentin Taylor. He's already coming back in the saddle bronc riding to tomorrow morning. Can he make it in the bull riding? He's number 3 in the region. This guy's got a legitimate shot to qualify in 2 events to the College National Finals. The red, white-faced bull with a bad attitude is inside chute number 2. Quentin Taylor won the rodeo at Eastern Wyoming College. Did we save the best for last? He's safe in the top 3 by 27 points. He controls his own destiny. Would love to ride at the event center in June. Come on, Casper, get behind him. It was effective. How about we send Quentin Taylor to the short round in 2 rough stock events? So as we await the scores for Quentin Taylor, not only is he just going to make it, but he is going in as the number 1 bull rider, 73 points. So one question as we close it out. There's a lot of red and white out there making this rodeo possible. It's the Casper College rodeo team. How about we congratulate them for making a great showing here in the first round in the T-Birds. Make sure to join us tomorrow morning, 8:30 church, 10 o'clock championship round. On behalf of your host here at the Casper College and the T-Bird Rodeo team, my name is Bob Edmonds, wishing you all a good night. Breakaway ropers, your entries are open. It'll begin here shortly. We're going to see everybody tomorrow morning as we crown the champions of the Ropin and Riggin days.